안녕하세요. Are you trying to learn Korean? Well, you're not alone. We can help you every single week here on CTW. Just send us your questions and messages, and our teacher, 현우 선생님, will give you the answers. Are you ready? Time for Hey Korean. And 현우 선생님 is here.
안녕하세요. I am here as usual.
안녕하세요, 선생님. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. You know, it's almost the weekend.
That's right.
People are happy. People are smiling. And yeah, it's exciting to be here.
That's right. And whenever I come here, I bring some topics to talk about, right? And I always imagine the faces of people who are listening. I already know some people. Like, I've met some Catch the Wave listeners in person. So
Yeah.
I can imagine their faces. But there might be, must be a lot of people that I don't really, know about.
Yeah.
So I try to imagine how happy or excited they must be to learn new phrases or like just listen to you
Sure.
and me talk. So
And it's free, and we can help you, and we are here to give you advice, maybe to clarify some grammatical points.
Of course.
Maybe vocabulary issues, maybe words or sentences you heard in songs or
Yeah.
dramas or
Yeah.
movies or Korean TV shows and you don't understand.
that's right. Personally, I love grammar. Like when I learn other languages or
You love grammar.
yeah, I mean
You
grammar.
sound like a strange person. I love grammar. Who loves grammar?
I mean, without grammar, you cannot talk properly. So it's like your shortcut to the correct language, right? So
It's true.
yeah,
it's
without
true.
without any knowledge of grammar, I mean, sometimes I miss like some grammar points and I learn, so I make mistakes. So I always love grammar. So I try not to explain too much grammar on this show.
Okay.
Because this is
It might get boring.
yeah, this is a radio show. So I try to focus on the casual, light topics.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we have an interesting program today. As usual, in the first part, we will try to talk about words that sound similar or that have a similar meaning.
That's right.
So we're going to do that in part one. Part two, we'll talk about a song.
That's right.
And we'll focus on the lyrics of a K-pop song.
Yeah.
It's going to be a song by B2B. So if we have any fans out there, make sure you stay with us. And in part three, we will listen to an audio clip, a voice message sent in by one of you, our listeners or viewers.
That's right.
And you can try to win a book sponsored to us by Hyunwoo and his team. Talk to me in Korean.com.
That's right. And also, if you have any questions that we, receive,
That's right.
yeah, we can try to answer those questions as well.
Yeah, we'll do that too in part three, some questions. And you can do that on the message board. Once again, arirangradio.com. Just click on Catch the Wave and use the message board.
All right.
Simple enough. Let's jump into it. Let's get to business here. It's time for part one. What is the first expression or word?
Okay, so we have two pairs of words today.
Yep.
And the first pair is going to be about the subway system.
Subway.
Yeah.
In Seoul.
In Seoul or in other cities.
Anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere too. But
Metro. Subway.
yeah, in Korea, especially in South Korea, like in Seoul, in Busan, or other cities, other big, relatively big cities, your best chance of getting around safely and also like punctually is the subway.
That's for sure.
Yeah, and what is the word for subway usually?
지하철?
지하철.
지하철.
Yeah, the reason that I'm bringing this up is because when you travel in Korea or talk to other Korean people, you will sometimes hear people using 전철 too.
전철. I
Yeah.
heard that.
Yeah,
전철.
전철. It's usually older people, relatively older people who use the word 전철, but it is so common that you need to know this word too.
Okay.
So-
지하철
Yeah.
or 전철. So
Yeah.
the meaning is exactly the same?
Not exactly the same because 지하철's 지 means land or ground. 하 means below.
Below ground.
Yeah, and 철 is the steel.
Okay.
Or like, railways are built with steel.
Like the rail tracks, right?
Yeah, the iron. So it means rail. So
Okay.
underground rail
Rail.
is 지하철. But the reason that people sometimes call subway 전철 instead of
전철.
지하철 is because it doesn't always go below the ground.
Ah.
Sometimes it goes above the ground.
It does.
Yeah, like especially with line 2, some lines.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
that's right. And same thing in Paris. A few weeks ago, I was in Paris. It's the same thing in Paris. You have some lines that run underground.
Yeah.
And then you have some lines that run above
That's right.
ground. And sometimes it's both.
Yeah.
So you'll have some stations on the same line that are underground and then some other stations that are above.
Yeah, but in Paris or in the French language, it's just metro.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really confuse people. But in Korea or in the Korean language, 지하철 and 전철. So 전철's 전 means electricity. So it goes, by electricity.
I see.
So it can be a more correct
Okay.
term. So just note that both of these terms are used by many people, and sometimes people refer to the subway as 지하철 or 전철.
지하철. So if I want to say like a subway map, can I say 지하철 지도?
In that case, 지도 is fine.
지도 is map.
Yeah, people will understand. But since we're talking about the routes, and the route is 노선.
노선.
노선. So no comes from the word for 도로, like road. 선 is line. So road lines, routes.
Okay.
So 지하철 노선도 is what you would use. Yeah, 지하철.
It's a bit more complicated.
Yeah, it's a bit more complicated.
People will understand you if you say 지도.
지도.
지도 is map.
Yeah. It's an easier expression. So,
전철. Since we're talking about train, I also hear 기차.
기차.
기차. What is 기차?
기차 is the train that you take to go maybe outside of Seoul, outside to other cities. So it's more like intercity transportation.
I see you call that a 기차.
Yeah. So I know in English, people refer to the subway trains as trains. Oh, there's my train.
Yeah.
But if you say that, 기차, people will be confused.
They'll think you're going far away.
Yeah.
Or that you're going on vacation.
Yeah, and people will think, how can a 기차, like a regular train, come into the subway station?
So, okay, so try to remember 지하철. That's probably the most common one. 지하철.
Yeah.
And then you also mentioned 전철.
That's right.
All right.
And we have another pair. This is also very interesting.
Yeah.
Whenever you feel sleepy, at night or during the day or
After lunch.
or after you get up, like if you want to go back to sleep, you can say two things. The first thing is 졸리다 and 잠이 오다.
잠이 오다.
Yeah, so 졸리다 means to be sleepy. 잠이 오다 means the sleep comes. So you feel sleepy.
졸려.
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 Yeah.
It means I'm tired.
Tired.
Sleep is coming. I
Sleepy.
want to sleep.
Yeah.
졸려.
So since they both mean to be sleepy, sometimes people actually misuse these words.
So how? How do they misuse them?
So they overlap quite a bit. But for example, if you are talking about not being able to sleep at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you don't really say 안 졸려요.
안 졸려요.
You say 잠이 안 와요.
잠이 안 와요.
So like when you are like at the hours where, like for example, when
You're
it's-
supposed to be sleeping.
yeah, when it's time that you are supposed to sleep,
Yeah.
you usually talk about 잠이 오다.
잠이 오다.
And usually when you're supposed to be awake, you say 졸리다.
졸리다.
Yeah, but not like strictly. They overlap, like I said. But
In
more-
general.
Yeah, in general.
Okay.
졸리다 is more, in the day,
Yeah.
daytime, and 잠이 오다 is more at night.
Sure, because it would sound kind of strange if you're at school and you say, 잠이 안 와요.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to be sleeping at
Exactly.
school.
So you can say, 안 졸려요. I'm not sleepy. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like, I don't know, like blinking really fast or slowly. So, so if you're not supposed to be sleeping, you can say 안 졸려요. But when you're supposed to sleep at night, you can say 잠이 안 와요.
잠이 안 와요.
Yeah.
Or 잠이 온다. If you are falling asleep, like let's say you're at home at night and you're watching a movie
Yeah.
and then you're like slowly falling asleep and
That's
then you can say, 잠이 온다.
잠이 온다.
내일 보자. Let's
Yeah.
watch tomorrow. 내일 보자.
So yeah, like it's a good example if it's 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m., 10 p.m. It's kind of at the border between night and daytime.
Yeah.
So you can use either. So
Okay.
졸려, I'm gonna go to sleep, or 잠이 와, I'm gonna go to bed.
That's right. And 잠 is sleep. 오다 is to come. So sleep is coming.
Yeah. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Sleep is coming my way.
Yeah.
So remember these two expressions. 졸리다 when you're sleepy. 졸리다 during the day. And then 잠이 온다 It's usually at night when slowly you are falling asleep.
That's right.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for these interesting expressions, Hyunwoo. We'll take a quick song break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about a song, and we will analyze parts, not all the lyrics. It would take us too much time, but parts of that song together. It's going to be a song by B2B. We're just giving you a little heads up. For now, 서인영 featuring Kanto, 거짓말, Lies. Yes, welcome back everyone. That was 거짓말, and 거짓말 means
Lie.
no lies here on the show. We're going to try to be as frank and honest as possible. So send us your questions, curiosities. We're here with Hyunwoo 선생님 from talktomeinkorean.com, and we're trying to teach you Korean language.
That's right. No lies.
No lies. We have a message here sent in by Joseph from Singapore. 안녕, DJ Adrian. DJ Adrian 형. 그리고 the person says 하고 현우. So maybe you can say 하고 현우 선생님.
Yeah, that's fine too.
All right.
I think now that I think about it, you're in your early 30s.
Yeah.
So you must be young to many people.
That's
listening
right.
To catch the wave.
So you're my hyung, but I'm also hyung to many other people.
Yeah. It feels, nice.
Yeah. I mean, of course, we can be, at least we can try to be role models for some of our listeners.
Yeah, and of course you are oppa to many girls too.
That's right. Hyung or oppa.
Yeah.
If you're a guy, I'm probably your hyung. And if you're a girl, I'm probably your oppa.
And of course, if you're older than us, we can be your 동생.
That's right. Very good. And Joseph was talking about the song 괜찮아요 by B2B. It's okay. So we're going to be focusing on that song today, and we will analyze parts of the lyrics.
That's right.
Let's hear maybe the passage first. So that's the song we're talking about today. B2B. A song called It's Okay.
Yeah.
괜찮아요. 괜찮아요 means it's okay.
Yeah, 괜찮아요. It's okay. I'm okay. You're okay. They're okay.
We're okay.
Yeah.
괜찮아요.
So it basically means to be okay. And I was looking at the lyrics of this song, and it's very positive, of course, but it's really long. It has many lines, many words.
We can show it here to the camera.
Yeah, it's like 2 of those pages. And there's many words to learn from this song, so I think I can recommend studying with this because
Sure.
We won't be going over many of these words, but there's like parts talking about the army, military service, university, like 새벽, like dawn, or 시끄럽다, to be noisy. Many interesting words.
Yeah, lots of words, phrases, expressions you can use to improve your Korean.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to use music because it's, I guess, more entertaining. It's more casual.
Yeah, more catchy too.
Yeah. So what exactly are the lyrics we heard?
Yeah, we just listened to one part, and that is going to be 사랑하는 가족들, 가족 같은 친구들, 얼굴 못 본 지가 밥 한 번 먹자 한 뒤로. Pause. 한 번쯤 여유를 가져도 나쁘진 않을 텐데 지금 내가 외롭진 않을 텐데.
And pause again.
Yeah, like we're good.
Yeah, so we're going to be analyzing, I guess, these 2 sentences.
Yeah, paragraphs.
Yeah.
So the first line was 사랑하는 가족들, family that I love, my beloved family.
So 가족 is family.
Family, yeah.
가족. 우리 가족이에요. We are family.
Yeah, and 민족 would be a race or one country, and 가족 is family. So
Okay.
yeah.
So do you say, if you're talking about Korean people, can you say 한국 민족?
People usually use the word 한민족.
한민족.
Yeah,
They make it shorter.
Yeah, it depends on the country. So 족, just remember that 족 refers to race, and 가 is house. So in a house, the race living in one house is family. So 가족 is family,
And when you say my family, people usually also use 우리 가족.
Yeah, it's interesting. People don't say 내 가족 or 제 가족 because it's too much of me.
Yeah,
People just say-
individualistic, I guess.
Yeah, people just say our family.
Our family.
Yeah, it doesn't mean we have a shared family.
Yeah.
It's just
우리 가족.
Yeah.
When you talk about my family, I say 우리 가족.
yeah. And between two Korean kids, they would say 우리 엄마가 더 예뻐. 우리 엄마가 더 예뻐. And 우리 means our, and they're not
Our
brothers.
mom is prettier. No,
Yeah.
our mom is prettier, but
they're
it's
not-
actually my mom.
Yeah, exactly. They're not brothers, and
Yeah.
the kids
It's funny.
might have no sibling, and then they still say our.
Yeah. 가족. I often talk about our Catch the Wave family, so I can say Catch the Wave 가족.
Yeah, we can say 우리. Catch
우리
the
가족.
wave, 가족.
Our family.
Yeah.
Sounds
And then in the next sentence it says 가족 같은 친구들, friends who are like family, and 얼굴 못 본 지가. So this is just part of a sentence that like the sentence is not completed here. So 얼굴 못 본 지가, for example, 오래됐어요 or 오래됐네. So it's been a while since I've seen them or seen their faces.
Yeah.
And 밥 한 번 먹자 한 뒤로. After we said, hey, let's have something to eat together sometime. So this phrase is really interesting. 밥 한
밥
번
한 번 먹자.
먹자. I
밥
think
한 번 먹자.
we've said this to each other too.
That's right.
Yeah, 밥 한 번 먹자.
밥 한 번 먹자. And
Yeah.
people, when they split up,
Yeah.
usually instead of saying just bye-bye, they say kind of, let's meet again.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Or let's eat sometime together.
Let's eat something. Let's
Yeah.
grab something.
Yeah,
And
and-
you can say 밥 한 번 먹자.
Yeah, that 한 번 doesn't mean once. Hey, let's eat together once. It just means, hey, let's meet sometime.
Yeah.
Let's catch up.
But it's really light. So, literally it means let's grab something to eat
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
But don't be offended if the person doesn't call you
Yeah.
immediately to organize a meeting at a
Yeah.
certain time at a certain place.
Yeah, I would go as far as to say, don't even expect
That's right.
to eat with that
It's
person.
true.
Yeah, it's just a greeting. Hey, let's eat sometime.
It means like, I think the expression you used was probably the best one. Let's catch up.
Yeah, let's catch up.
Let's catch up.
Yeah, so-
밥 한 번 먹자.
Yeah, and people sometimes, they are complaining. They complain that people never actually call you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
it's-
just like in the air. 밥 한 번 먹자.
Yeah,
밥 한 번 먹자. But they don't really mean it.
Yeah. So the song is actually saying that it would be nice to actually mean it. 한 번쯤 여유를 가져도 나쁘진 않을 텐데. So it wouldn't be so bad to have a little bit of peace of mind, or 여유 in this case means some leisure of time.
여유.
여유. It can be translated in so many ways.
What is the most common translation of 여유?
Usually it's peace of mind.
Okay.
Or comfortableness. So for example,
여유.
if you're really good at something, like you've been doing radio and TV for a while, so you
Okay.
have 여유.
I have 여유.
You're not nervous, or you're not like
That's right.
anxious or anything. You
I
have
hope not.
You have the calmness. You have enough peace of mind to actually enjoy and actually see everything. That is 여유.
여유. You say 여유 있다 or
여유.
여유 없다.
있다, 여유 없다. It can also mean something related to money. Like if you have like some spare money, that's 여유. 여유가 있어서 시계 샀어요. 여유가 없어요, 있어요.
Yeah, in financial terms.
Yeah.
여유 있다.
And the following line was 지금 내가 외롭진 않을 텐데 I wouldn't be lonely now.
지금 is now. 내가 is me. 지금 내가
Yeah.
외롭진 않을 텐데. 외롭다 is
To be lonely.
외롭다.
Yeah, 외롭다.
외롭다. And the opposite would be 외롭지 않다.
외롭지 않다.
I am not lonely.
Yes. Yeah.
Even in English, what's the opposite of lonely?
I don't know. Togetherness.
Not lonely.
Yeah. Not lonely, of course.
Okay. All right. So that's the song and the part of the song we heard. And so we introduced several words, 가족, but also the expression 밥 한 번 먹자, 여유. You can keep those in mind and try to use them if you meet a Korean person. They'll be surprised if you do use these.
Of course.
Tell them 밥 한 번 먹자. And they'll be like, what? Really?
Where did you learn that?
Let's hear it once again, this little passage. All right, yes. Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Catch the Wave on Arirang Radio. Hey Korean continues. Hyunwoo Sansengnim is here, and we just heard the song B2B, or by B2B, called 괜찮아요, It's Okay. It was sent in by Joseph, and so we talked about parts of the lyrics, and you can also request a song. If you want us to focus on a song and to analyze the lyrics, just send us a little message, and we will try to do that every Friday with Hyunwoo. Moving on, I think we have an audio clip, and you can also participate with your beautiful voices. You can record yourself talking in Korean, singing, acting. It just has to be in Korean. It doesn't have to be super complicated or super long. Just record yourself and send us your MP3 files. The email address, catchkoreanwave@gmail.com. Let me read it. Hello. I love the Korean lesson of Catch the Wave. It's an interesting way to learn Korean, and here is my recording. Thank you.
Awesome.
And it's sent in by Kang Nana.
Kang Nana.
I guess that's maybe her Korean name.
Maybe.
Kang Nana.
I see.
We'll see. Or maybe I see some Chinese characters. Maybe she's a Chinese listener.
Okay.
Sending her message from perhaps China.
All right.
Let's hear it. 감사합니다.
Wow.
A cute little message.
Yes, and it was really good. First of all,
Bravo.
and just by listening to the last bit where she said 여기까지.
I was going to say the same.
Yeah, I can tell that she's been watching a lot of Korean TV shows.
She's been, watching TV shows and maybe trying to follow what Koreans say or Koreans do. And it's true that it's pretty natural for Korean people to say 여기까지.
Yeah, like especially when you are like reporting from somewhere
Yeah.
or like when you are an anchor person, you can say 여기까지. 에이드리언이었습니다. 여기까지
That's right.
선현우였습니다.
Or sometimes they say 이상입니다.
이상입니다. So
이상입니다.
여기까지 literally means until here. So it's usually a very commonly used way to end your report.
Yeah.
You know, so
여기까지
Yeah.
강나나였습니다.
yeah. So it basically means that's it for blah blah blah.
For me,
Yeah.
yes.
Awesome. So she didn't really say where she's from or like where she's listening.
Yeah.
Or where she's living. So we don't really know for sure. Where are you living, 강나나 씨? And I can tell that she made this name because Nana is like not a traditional Korean name, but I know some people who have the name Nana.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say it's a nice Korean name that you
Yeah.
have.
There you go. Or there, I was thinking of, our listeners, sometimes they send us messages and they're like, oh, can you please come up with a Korean name for me? Give me some ideas.
I see.
So I don't know, maybe you listeners, if you have a Korean name, you can share it with us. Or if you like a Korean name, let us know which
Yeah.
one and why.
Yeah, I mean, it's you have to be a bit careful with Korean names because you might accidentally pick a guy's name when you're a girl and a girl's name even though you're a guy. So you have to pay attention to the gender of the person and try to match the name with
That's
the gender.
true.
Yeah.
So Kangnana here in her message, she tells us about her experience.
Yeah, why she started learning Korean.
That's right. So what did she say?
She said that she started learning Korean because of Super Junior.
The group Super Junior.
Yeah, so she said 처음부터 Super Junior 때문에. So from the beginning.
처음부터.
Yeah.
Is that the correct way to say it though? 처음부터.
Well, if you want to emphasize all along or from the beginning until now without stopping, that's 처음부터.
Okay.
So for example, 처음부터 너를 좋아했어. I liked you or I've liked you all the time.
But
all
what
along.
if you want to say in the beginning?
In the beginning, you can say 처음에는.
처음에는.
Yeah. So if you started learning Korean because you liked Super Junior in the beginning, but you're not, I guess you are more interested in the Korean language in general, not just a specific band.
Yep.
In that case, you can say 처음에는. But if you still like Super Junior really, really a lot,
처음부터.
처음부터 works too.
Okay.
Yeah. 처음부터.
That's a good start.
Yeah. And then she also mentioned because she likes Super Junior, assuming that she still likes them.
Yeah.
The first Hangul word or name that she learned was 규현.
Kyuhyun, that's
Yeah.
the name of the member.
Yeah, and then she also mentioned sorry, sorry.
The song, sorry, 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 sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, basically that's what she said.
So that's how she started learning Korean. That's how she started being interested. And then she also talks about ramyeon.
Yeah.
Ramyeon and those instant noodles. And she
Yeah.
really loves them.
Yeah. Many different types of ramen noodles are there, and I'm sure it sounds like she tried almost every kind.
Yeah.
So that's good.
However, she hasn't been to Korea. That's what she says. Hasn't been to Korea yet.
한국에 갈 기회가 없었어요.
Kiwe is
Opportunity.
opportunity.
Yeah. So I hope you can come to Korea soon.
Yeah, hopefully. But thank you very much for that message. It's very courageous of you, and it was good. So continue working, continue learning,
Yeah.
and you'll get better and better. And hopefully, you can come to Korea one day, and you'll be able to use your Korean 100%.
Yeah, I mean, your Korean, if you could actually, I mean, I'm sure you wrote some kind of script, but if you can speak like you did in the audio clip, you will have no problem traveling here.
Here in this country.
Yes.
Let's hear it once again by Kang Nana.
Awesome. And earlier, I think I missed that part, but she did mention where she's living, Daeman.
Daeman.
Yeah. So
Taiwan.
Yeah, she mentioned that she could hear Super Junior's Sorry Sorry being played everywhere in Taiwan.
All right, there you go. And we do have quite a few listeners over there in Taiwan as well. So thank you very much for your participation. You will be receiving a book sponsored to us by TalkToMeInKorean.com. So thanks for your audio clip. And you listeners listening to us right now around the world, you can do the same and try to win a book sponsored to us by TalkToMe.com. TalkToMeInKorean.com. All you have to do is send us this recording. We will play it on air. If you hear your voice, you will get a book. Now we'll continue on with some of your questions.
Okay.
The first one here, sent in by Lamia in Morocco. Hey Hyunwoo, can you please explain the meaning of these words 울컥하다 and 적반하장
적반하장.
and also 불쑥불쑥?
Okay, so really quickly, 울컥하다 is when you feel like you are going to cry, but
It's right before you're gonna cry.
yeah, either because you are sad or because you are like frustrated, you've experienced something that makes you angry and sad at the same time. So 울컥하다.
울컥하다.
Yeah, so it's either sad or angry and you're about to cry. And then 적반하장 means you are the one who actually made the mistake. You are the one who are to blame, but then you blame the other person and you get angry. That's 적반하장.
I didn't even know this expression.
Yeah.
적반하장.
Yeah, and then 불쑥불쑥 is like suddenly out of the blue. So you can say 불쑥불쑥 오지마. Don't just come here like all of a sudden. So that is 불쑥불쑥.
Okay. One last one. A question sent in by Julia here, and she's talking about these short.
Yeah.
I guess, what should I say, short forms of Korean words. So let's say 다음
Next,
can become 담.
담,
월요일
Monday.
can be 월요일.
월요일.
얘기 is actually short for 이야기.
Yeah, story.
So things like that. These words, and she's asking, are they formal written Korean words, or is it just colloquial terms?
They are just colloquial and also casual expressions, but many of those actually enter into the standard Korean category, like especially 얘기 has been shortened for so many years that now you will see 얘기 in even like standard text.
Yeah.
So and you will see more and more coming up.
That's
soon
right,
because-
especially because now, the younger generation in text messages, emails, they shorten everything.
Yeah, everything is shortened. Like
Yeah.
profil 사진, your profile picture on a website is 푸사 these days. It's just endless.
Yeah, and they use usually the first syllable of each word
Yeah.
and they put it together.
Yeah. The Korean language is actually like really easy to do that with. So I guess you will see more and more.
Sounds good. We'll have to leave it there, but thank you very much for your participation, listeners. We're always happy to help you out. 현우 선생님, 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
And we will see you next week again.
See you next week.
We'll play some music. Black Queen, Good Girl.
Bye.